IELTS, which stands for International English Language Testing System. You know well, a big chunk of students from all over the world, after the completion of their studies or during their studies, want to get admission in universities or colleges outside of their country. For that process, they need to take IELTS tests. But unluckily, they don't know what IELTS actually is. They don't have any awareness about this test. Hi, my name is Wasim Shabir and I welcome you all to this new lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to explain what IELTS actually is, why people take this test, what are its types, what are the scoring bands in this test, as well as its sections. IELTS is a test that evaluates your English on the basis of receptive and productive skills, or we can say it is an exam that tests your knowledge of the English. It tests how well you read, write, speak and understand a language. Now the question is, why people take this test? This test actually needs to be taken by the people, those who want to move to English speaking countries for higher studies, or those who want to get a visa, immigration, PR personal residence or job have to take this test. Now I talk about the scoring bands. Scoring is separated into bands from 0 to 9. 9 is the top band and it is for the expert one and is very difficult to take this level. We can get bands, full bands like 5, 6, 7 or 8. Or half band like 5.5, 6.5 or 7.5. Now I talk about its types or modules. There are two types of IELTS. IELTS General for Immigration and IELTS Academic for Studies. In this type, in IELTS General, a specific focus is made on basic practical language skills in social and workplace. It is typically for those who want to take this test for getting a visa. And IELTS Academic is usually for those who want to move to English speaking university or a college, either at undergraduate or postgraduate level. Now, IELTS Academic is further divided into 4 sections. Number first is listening, reading, writing and speaking. Let's discuss them all in details. IELTS is categorized into 2 types: receptive skills and productive skills. In receptive skills comes listening and reading. In productive skills comes writing and speaking. In receptive, you are receiving something. When you are listening or reading, you are gaining something. And in productive, when you are writing or speaking, you are producing something. To add to your information, tests of reading, writing and listening will take place one day at a stretch. Stretch means you cannot have break for 2 hours and 40 minutes. And for speaking, it may take place before or after reading, writing or listening tests within the time span of 5 to 7 days. Let's move to our receptive skills. Listening. In listening, you will have total 40 minutes, right? There will be 4 different sections, each with 10 questions. So there will be total 40 questions. You will have 30 minutes to listen and 10 minutes to answer those questions. Clear? In reading, you will be given 60 minutes time. Okay? And there will be different 3 passages with 40 questions that you are to answer in 60 minutes. I remember you all that the very first passage will be easy one and short. Another one will be bit lengthier and hard. And the last one will be lengthiest and very complicated. And this section is considered to be the hard section to crack in IELTS exam. So you have to work very hard on this section to gain good bands. Now comes the productive skills, which further has 2 sections, writing and speaking. For writing, students will be given 60 minutes time. There will be 2 tasks in this part. In the very first part, students will be asked to write or describe a chart, a graph, table or diagram of 150 words. They will take 20 minutes to finish this task. In the second part, students are asked to write an essay of 200 words and they will take 40 minutes to complete this task. Here I clear the difference between IELTS Academic and IELTS General. In IELTS General, students are asked to write a letter of 150 words in place of chart, graph art diagram. This is the only difference between them. Now comes the speaking. Speaking will prolong for about 11 to 14 minutes. It is a face-to-face interview between a student and an examiner. It also has three parts. In the very first part, there will be an introduction between examiner and the student. In the second part, the examiner will assign a topic to the student on which he will think for about 1 minute, and after that examiner will let him speak continuously for 2 to 3 minutes, and his voice and conversation will be recorded without any interruption. Right? After that, there will be a discussion between examiner and the student on the assigned topic, and examiner usually will ask 4 to 5 questions from the assigned topic. So this is all about today's lesson. I hope you would have comprehended this lesson well. I will see you in the next lesson with an important topic of assessment on IELTS. Till then, take care, stay blessed.